the past few weeks we have been working on what? The past few weeks we've been working on multiplication the last few weeks. Okay, so yesterday we started working on division. How are those two related?
They're opposite.
They're
They're
what?
opposite.
And what's that word? How do we call that when they're opposite?
The inverse operation.
Say it, Nick.
The inverse operation.
Inverse operation. I would like to have Caitlin go to the front. Amelia, Dominique, Joshua, Nick.
Eight.
Okay, so our total group we have 8. You group of 8. I want you to separate or partition yourself into groups of 2. I want to clearly see your groups, so spread out. I want to see you in groups of 2. Okay, what do you think, class? Are they in groups of 2?
Yes.
Are they?
I don't know.
Allie, tell me what you think about the groups that they formed.
It's not right.
Why is it not right? What do you think?
Because there's not groups of 2, it's groups of 4.
Oh, they put themselves in groups of 4. What did they do instead? They put themselves in 2 groups instead of groups of 2. Okay, let's see if you can rearrange yourself. I want you in groups of 2. I want you to think about, what was our total we had? Move this way a little bit.
8.
What was our total we have?
8.
Together. 8. Come right here, you two. Okay? How can you relate what we just acted out into a multiplication sentence?
4 times 2 equals 8.
Why did you say 4 times 2?
Because they have 4 groups of 2.
And when we're writing a multiplication sentence, we always
Start with the group.
with the group. So let's see. And when we're dividing, what do?
Split with the total.
Start with a total and we
Split apart.
split apart the groups. But do they still need to be equal groups? Yes. Now, I want you to get back together. Here's my total, so that would represent my dividend. Now I want you to put yourself in groups of 4. Angeline, what do you think about their acting out?
They're correct.
Okay, can you relate what they did to multiplication for us? Can you give me a multiplication sentence to match?
2 times 4 equals 8.
And why did you tell me 2 times 4?
Because they have 2 groups.
What does the 4 represent, Anthony?
How much are in each group?
How many in each group? Good job. Nice job. Have a seat. Yesterday, we talked about how to find how many in each group. Today, we're going to find, what, Nick?
How many groups?
How many groups? All right, let's look at our chapter, our whole chapter questions. Allie, read it for us.
How can you use division to find how many or how many in each group?
Okay, so how many in each group or how many equal groups? So by the time we're finished with chapter 6, this is our goal. And today's lesson, we're going to model how to divide a problem into how many equal groups. Let's look at our unlock the problem for today. Go ahead and read it for me.
William has 12 shells and...
So when we have a word problem that we need to unlock, what are some things that we need to remember? Krista?
Read carefully.
Read carefully. What else do we need to remember to keep ourselves on track? Hayden? What?
Label.
We do need to remember to put our label with all word problems. What else? Haley?
Set up problem correctly.
We do need to set up the problem correctly. What else? What else? Morgan? We do want to get our correct answer. And what about our correct answer? We have to think about what? Does it
Make sense.
Does it make sense? Anything else you need to remember? Joshua? When we're reading carefully, especially if we read it and we're not sure what to do, we read it again and we try to pay attention to what we're reading. Okay, so when you get your unlock the problem, what are you going to do with this one? What are you going to underline? Angeli?
12 shells.
Okay, you would underline 12 shells. What else, Krista?
You underline how many circle boxes.
How many? And we would circle boxes because that's our what?
Label.
That's our label. That's important to remember in word problems. Nick?
In groups of 3.
And you would underline groups of 3. Good. Anything else to remember? All right, so when I ring my bell, I'm going to want you to first put your desk in pods, and then I'll ring it again, and I want you to get into your work groups. Ready? Give you a few minutes for you to work in your work group to unlock that problem of the days. Go ahead and pass out your little papers. They're in your work box. Now I want you to show me how you're going to unlock that problem. Yesterday we worked on using the counters to unlock the problem. So if you need to use your counters, go ahead and use them. If not, you can do what? You can draw a picture and act it out. Okay, go ahead and begin. I will be looking for a group to put their work on the board.
And some boxes. He wants to put his shells in 3 groups. How many boxes does he need for his shells? So it has to be a division. So 3 divided and draw 3 for his shells.
He has to circle it and underline how many.
So 3, 12 divided. Okay, so we need to draw the drawing. So let's draw 3 groups.
Show me how you got started.
It has to be in 3 groups, 4 in each. Let's see if that's right. And we keep doing this until you don't have no more.
So how many counters are you taking out?
12.
12. Why 12? Guys, remember, I will rip on the board. Reread your problem to show, so you can show me what that question's asking. What is that question asking? Let's read it again. William, read it with me. William has 12 shells and some boxes. He wants to put his shells in
William has 12 shells and some boxes.
Okay, look at your work.
He wants to put his shells in groups of
Did
3.
you put them in
How many
groups of
boxes does he need for his shells?
Okay, well let's look.
Okay,
I I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We did it.
Look at I to show our Look at I did.
In groups of
3 groups of 4.
Good job.
Where's your counters? Make groups of
I just
three.
can't always because if you switch it around, it's 4 times 3, and that equals to 12.
Yeah, it will be 4 boxes of 3.
Just like it's still the same answer.
Okay, let me see. How many in your third group? Did you put it in groups of 3?
That's why they're getting their phones out.
So what did you put them
I
in?
need the triangles.
You put them in
2
groups of what
reds
instead?
and 1 yellow.
So how are you going to see?
That.
I
did it.
Listen, Morgan's telling you what you have to do, Morgan.
John had 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just put 3 in each group.
I want you to take your 12 counts.
So it's 12 times 4. 12 divided by 4 equals.
Here's 3. Second sentence. Now this
Wait, that'll be 3 shells. Because there's 3 shells. There's 3 shells.
in groups.
Because there's 4 boxes with 3 shells in each box.
Yeah, 12 divided by 3.
There's 4 groups of 3.
Because we didn't instead of put yourself in groups of 4 and 12 divided by 4 because you didn't know 4 was there, right? I would like to have this group that put your work up on the board come back to the front, please. Let me see this. Okay, let's review our rubric. The first one we have on the board is to do what?
Read carefully.
Did we have to reread our problem this time? Why? Who can tell me why? Allie, why did y'all have to reread your problem this time?
Because we messed it up. We put 3 groups instead of 4.
You put 3 groups of, how many groups did that? How many of you did that? You put 3 groups of 4. So what did you have to go and do?
Reread the sentence.
We had to reread because what was our error? Nick, explain to us what you needed to do.
Needed to draw 4 circles and then do a fair share with 3 lines of each circle.
And I like the way he said fair share. Explain what that is, Nick.
Fair share
Come
is
this way so we can hear you.
whenever you have circles and you wanna split apart the number and you can just keep on drawing lines until you run out of that number.
So if I had a bunch of candy in my hand, I had 12, and I would do 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, and then start again, and that would be fair share. Good. So you did that with your counters. All right, finish explaining what you did to unlock that problem.
And then we counted all the lines and then we found out that it was 12. And then we divided it by 4.
Turn this way, Nick.
4 circles. And then we figured it and then we looked at the lines and there were 3 lines in each group. And we didn't know it at first, so we did 3 times what equals 12. So we found out that answer in.
Okay, y'all did a good job. However, who can spot the error? Adam?
They have to switch around 3 and 4 because 4 is the number of boxes and 3 is the groups. And then they have to put in each group.
Excellent, good. Y'all go ahead and switch it around. What she's saying is instead of saying 12 divided by 4 equals 3 boxes, because look, we're looking to see how many boxes. We need to switch it around so that we have 12 divided by 3 to end up with 4 boxes.
Couldn't be your answer because it gives you it right there.
That's a good point. If it gives you the 3 here, you're trying to find the unknown factor. Good job. Have a seat. All right. Has 15 shells. She wants to put each group of 5 shells in a box. How many boxes does she need for her shells? So let's unlock this problem. What do I need to do? Underline what?
15 shells,
Underline 15 shells.
5 shells,
Okay. Each group of 5 shells.
circle how many boxes?
Circle how many boxes. We're going to lap this because that's our what?
Label.
That's our label. How can I approach unlocking this problem? How can I figure out my answer? Allie, what do you think?
You have to put 3 circles.
Why 3 circles? How did you get 3 circles? I don't see a 3 here. How did you get 3 circles? What were you thinking to get the 3?
I was thinking that 3 divided by 5 equals 3.
15 divided by 5? Okay, Allie was already thinking her total. Remember yesterday we said we're going to box our total and label it what?
Total.
Label it our total. So when we're dividing, we start with our total. So Allie's already thinking in her head, 15 divided by the 5 shells, and she knows that 15, how did you know 15 divided by 5 was 3? How do you know that?
Because 5 times 3 equals 15.
Because, let's say that we don't know our facts quite yet. We're still working on them. What else can I do to figure this problem out? Jonathan?
You can keep on making groups of 5, like
Come show me, Jonathan. I can keep making groups of 5 until what?
you get to 15.
Show us. How many groups did he come out with?
3.
So these 3 represents what in our word problem? Caden, what does the 3 represent in our word problem? Look at the question. Sarah has 15 shells. She wants to put each group of 5 in a box. How many boxes does she need for her shells? So what does that 3 represent? Boxes. So what do we need to add here?
Boxes.
Good job. Now I want you to look at the bottom. What if? Look at our what if. That's like our HOTS question. What if Sarah puts her 15 shells in groups of 3? How many boxes does she need? What do you think, Joshua?
5.
Why? Why would you say 5? How did you figure that out?
All the factors are still in the same thing.
Say it louder.
All the factors are in the same thing.
We're still using, Dominique, we're still using the same factors. And what 2 factors? And I want you to turn to page 219. You're going to complete the share and show. And who remembers when you get to the red check, what does that mean? On your own. So as in your work group, I want you to unlock the problem that's on share and show. And when you get to numbers 2 and 3, I want you to complete it on your own and then raise your hand so that I can check it. Go ahead and begin.
Emily has 12.
Okay, so you have 12. Now,
Okay, now we each have to put 2 in them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's only 2 in each group.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Check your label.
Y'all done with the
Check
checks?
your label.
How can I check that?
Your labels are not correct. Okay, what? You did this and put your see how many times?
If you go backwards.
How many more did you do? So 1 group. From each. Is that what you're looking for? Another group? Yes, so that's what it takes. And this is division. So my problem would be, write it right there. My problem would be 20.
1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
When I ring my bell, I'm going to want you to first gather your materials in your hand and go back to your seat. When I ring it a second time, I'm going to want you to put your desk back in order, and my group leaders put your math toolboxes in order. Eyes up here. I want you to look at the first problem up here. Now, this is going to be on your own. I want to see how well you understood today's lesson. Some friends share 35 beach toys equally. If each friend gets 5 beach toys, how many friends are there? I want you to write a division sentence to show the number of friends. Ready to show. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, show. Okay, I'm seeing some good answers, and I'm seeing a couple of them not quite there yet. Jonathan, can you explain to us what you wrote? Words down.
I wrote 35 divided by 5 equals 7.
Okay, Jonathan wrote 35 divided by 5 equals what, Jonathan? Equals 7. Thumbs up if you agree. In front of you, thumbs up. Dan's train is 27 inches long. If each train car is 3 inches long, how many train cars are there? Please show. Oh, very good. I see almost all the correct answers. Let's look at it. So, let's just review. Our focus today was how can you model a division problem to find how many groups. And we had some problems working this out because we still wanted to put the equal number in each group instead of how many groups. So we had to really reread our problems today and work that out. I want to see your knowledge level from our target, 1 to 4. Where are you with our overall skill? Show me your 1, 2, 3, or 4. All right, good. Is it very important to continue remembering our facts, multiplication facts?
Yes.
Can you do division without knowing your facts?
Yes.
You still need to know those facts. What is division leading us to?
Fractions.
We're going to soon get into fractions. So do you still need to know your multiplication facts?
Yes.
Yes. All right. I want you to put your materials away.